Morty got a dragon. Or maybe it was Rick who got a dragon.
I guess everyone got a little bit of dragon.
Maybe don't tell your parents we did this.
Fortunately, I'm here for you to break down all that slutty dragon goodness, frame by frame, detail by detail, pixel by pixel.
The episode is titled Claw and Hoarder Special Victims Morty, nodding to the show Law & Order SVU, or Special Victims Unit. It begins with Morty returning from an adventure he only agreed to go on for a dragon.
Here we once again see a persisting theme of this season.
Morty is finally taking more control over his life and not blindly doing what Rick says. Rick once again doesn't have ultimate power in the family, whereas in the past he could get away with anything and drag Morty anywhere he wanted without any real resistance from Morty or Beth. While we haven't seen too much of the family together since the finale of Season 3, it does seem Episode 10 involving the family coming together has had lasting effects. So, after Beth's prodding, Morty gets the dragon he was promised from Rick, Balthromaw, who's voiced by Liam Cunningham, better known as Davos Seaworth from Game of Thrones. While Morty expects a Falcor from Neverending Story moment, or How to Train Your Dragon moment, the classic lore of dragons wanting to sit over their hoard and do not much else seems to be at first true. So what is Balthromaw's hoard? Well, he has a Tesla, which I suppose he could have gotten from Elon Musk, and one of the most famous Greek sculptures, the Venus de Milo, a Hi-C Ecto Cooler juice box,
Which, God, I miss those. I remember drinking those after playing AYSO soccer as a kid.
He also has various spin pops. Two of them are from Small Soldiers, a late 90s film about toys who come to life and have a war against one another. Another spin pop looks like Qui-Gon Jinn from Star Wars Episode 1 The Phantom Menace. Finally, there's one that looks like the creature from the Black Lagoon. He has a Duckman lunchbox. Duckman is a crude 90s adult cartoon based on a comic that ran on USA for a few years. Balthromaw also has a Funko Pop of Dan Harmon.
Starting to think dragons are just classic hoarders and collect general junk.
Although he does have Action Comics #1 in a protective case, the very first comic Superman appeared in. Today, this is one of the most valuable comics in existence, with an original copy of the comic book selling for over $3 million in 2014. As Rick points out, there's also a vinyl, signed copy of Future's self-titled album, Future. Because Rick and Balthromaw can relate to loving vintage things and getting effed up, they hit the town together screwing with the zoo with the song Mask Off by Future playing. Rick then soul bonds with Balthromaw, with the two sharing pain and pleasure. This is likely a reference to the 1996 film Dragonheart. In Dragonheart, dragons can share their hearts with humans, sharing pain with their bonded human. This all leads to the slut-shaming of Balthromaw.
Grandpa, do something, or I will tweet and you will be canceled.
Summer, of course, calling out cancel culture. Rick, Summer, and Morty chase down the wizard and Balthromaw into a magical world where, for some reason, Rick's sci-fi tech doesn't work. Which is surprising, as Rick usually knows these things and is somehow knowledgeable within just about every situation. Like the first episode of the season, where Rick died and his hologram couldn't do too much, it seems like the writers are trying to find various ways to strip Rick of being all-powerful and putting him into more difficult situations.
That being said,
Rick pretty much immediately figures out a way to create a magical gadget he can do just about anything with. When the three go to rescue Balthromaw, Summer attempts to do a trick shot with her bow and arrow, which reminds me of archery trick shooting, such as the way America's Got Talent's Sophie Dossi could shoot arrows. After the wizard comes out to see what's going on, in the background you can see he was either talking to his sexy witch or watching wizard pornography.
who's the slut now? Or wannabe slut?
In the B story, Jerry goes on a trip with a talking cat played by Matthew Broderick of Ferris Bueller's Day Off. The last time he voiced the cat was as adult Simba in The Lion King.
At first I thought this might be a commentary on Garfield,
with Jerry being the loser of the family and sort of, in a way, a bit like John Arbuckle. So now he has a talking cat who sounds kind of like Garfield.
but they never really played on that at all, so maybe I'm wrong here. What do you think?
That cat, for some reason, has a fascination with Florida and continually wants to go there, whether it be with Jerry or with Balthromaw.
Again, I'm not sure why in this one, so if you have any insight as to what the Florida connection is, please let me know.
Rick does travel to help Jerry out with the talking cat problem. This seems slightly out of character from Rick of former seasons, who would do anything to laugh at Jerry, but perhaps after the cosmic apotheosis of Season 3's The Whirly Dirly Conspiracy, Rick has gained some empathy for Jerry. The duo want to know why the cat can talk, with the constant reference being that it is or isn't from outer space, likely referencing the 1978 film The Cat from Outer Space. However, that isn't the case. Whatever the reason the cat can talk, it's so horrifyingly bad, it causes...
At least now, maybe
Get the hell out of here!
But I've got nowhere to
Get
go!
out! Get out! Get out!
So, why can the cat talk?
Remember, Rick just had a bestiality orgy with his grandkids, has done insane drugs, and might just have planned the mass genocide of an entire planet in order to prevent Morty from pitching a heist film to Netflix. Yet this causes him to nearly commit suicide. I scanned through Reddit to see if there were any theories. One idea I found was that it was some weird sexual thing, hence why the cat is strangely drawn to Florida. Another idea I found, and the one that I personally like the most, is that it relates to some sort of otherworldly Lovecraftian horror. I mean, what else could cause that kind of reaction from Rick?
Sadly, I don't think we're ever going to hear about the cat again, as it's supposed to be whimsical and fun that the cat can talk, and we weren't ever really supposed to know why the cat can talk. Although now I really want to know why.
Rick offers to wipe their memory as he has a device for this, and he whips out his mind-blowing device from Morty's Mind Blowers, ending the episode with another fun reference.
That wraps up episode 4.
No, 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 no! Get out! Get out!
See you guys next time. Peace.